Continuing now with our lead story, the Obama administration caught by surprise on almost every major problem. First up, the border. Joining us now from Washington, Congressman Luis Gutierrez from Illinois. Let's start with a very direct question, Congressman. What would you do to stop all these children coming to the USA, if anything?
Well, first of all, I met this morning with the ambassador from El Salvador and representatives of the Honduran, Guatemalan, and Mexican government. And I made abundantly clear to them that they have a very clear responsibility to inform people in their countries that children coming through this treacherous, dangerous odyssey to the United States, being raped and murdered, is no way to resolve the problems they confront in the countries in which they live, and that they need to have a responsibility to tell people that it's dangerous, that they're not simply going to show up in the United States and get a green card, that they are going to be immediately placed in removal proceedings once they arrive in the United States. They don't qualify for the Senate bill as passed last year in the Senate. That says you had to be here by 2011.
Yeah, and it's not even law.
They don't qualify from the DREAM Act of 2007. And so I say to them, look, the drug traffickers, the cartels, the human smugglers, they thrive on a lack of information, and so the governments of those countries, and they did make a commitment to doing exactly this.
So and I'm glad you did that. But what would you do if you were president of the United States to stop all of these kids and some of their parents and relatives from coming across? What would you do?
Bill, the first thing you have to do is make it abundantly clear to people that it's dangerous and that there is no benefit once you get here. And I think that helps. Secondly, here's what I would do. I'd send my State Department down there, right, and get the governments together. Because, look, Bill, 80% of the kids are coming from 3 countries, right? Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador. They're not coming from Panama. They're not coming from Costa Rica. They're not coming from Belize. They're coming from these 3 countries. Honduras is the murder capital of the world. The drug cartels control vast parts of those.
Okay, but you're going to have meetings.
Countries.
So you're telling me you're going to have meetings?
No, but not meetings. No, not
meantime,
meetings.
Meantime, these kids are coming up, every day.
Yeah, but let me just finish, if I just could, because the first thing is, that's why they call them root problems, because they're difficult to get to. But what we have to do is, look, you have drug cartels, and especially if you look at El Salvador and Honduras and Guatemala, there are vast regions of those countries controlled by drug cartels. And let me just say, fed with our guns, with our money, and with our insatiable appetite for the drugs that come through there.
But you can't solve those big micro problems. You can't.
But if you don't go to the root problem, you never resolve the problem.
You have to solve the immediate, urgent problem first.
And here's the other part. Here's the other part. Look, Bill, we're a nation of laws. We have laws on the books. And the laws on the book say that unaccompanied minors, the first thing we need to do is protect them. And I think you and I agree that children should be protected at all costs. And the first thing that happens to these children is they're put in proceedings to be removed from the United States. In the interim period, most of them are placed with family members. And if they're not placed, they're placed in a group home.
But you know
they're really not traveled all around. No, seriously, Bill, look.
Come on, they're giving court appearance tickets. They don't show up, and who's going to track them down? Nobody.
Well, here's the other part. So George Bush, in 2002, given the massive earthquakes, granted 150,000 Salvadorians who were in the United States undocumented, said you have temporary protective status. We don't fix the system. What do you think is going to happen 13 years later?
I already know what's going to happen. It's happening right before our eyes.
Exactly.
Right.
So one of the solutions to this problem
I only have a minute more. Here's how I solve the problem, all right?
Okay.
I move the National Guard down to the Texas, the Arizona borders right now.
Bill,
and I stop it. National Guard right down there.
There are people and children.
Would you support that, Congressman?
No.
Would you support moving the National Guard down there, having the feds pay for it?
No,
you wouldn't.
We already have laws that say that when children arrive Bill, it's the law of the country. If you want to change it, then you're going to have to.
The National Guard stops it dead.
But I am not going to allow children arriving here and fleeing the drug cartels, fleeing murderers, rapists, to come here and then be demonized again. I'm not going to allow that to happen.
Congressman, you're in a world of theory. I'm in a real world. I can stop it. You want to talk and have meetings. You aren't going to stop it. I'll give you the last word.
That's unfair because you and I, Bill, both understand that unless we fix our broken immigration system, this is going to happen.
Right.
We need to find a legal way for people to come here. And as long as families are separated, look, Bill, every day they hear from Republicans that Barack doesn't deport anybody. And the drug smugglers and the human traffickers, they go and say, give me some money, get into the country. There's all these exciting benefits for you in the United States. We have to tell them the truth.
You
That's the way you defeat the drug traffickers.
understand the problem, but talk is not going to solve it. But we always like to talk to you, and we appreciate you coming on in.